Live in Raimondi Park in Oakland. And Paul, it's just amazing because only a few years back that reservoir was almost empty.
Feels like we're always talking about we need more water, or it's a drought, the reservoirs aren't full, and now it's wealth of water.
Yeah, we're in pretty good shape. Of course, we could always use more reservoir storage, and a number of projects are underway in that regard, but it takes literally about a decade for those to actually become useful water storage resources for the state of California. We're not going to have any additional water over the course of the next several days, but we are going to experience some gusty winds. So let's talk about how things are going to change. I'm staying out here in Oakland where temperatures are comfortably cool, but we are in for a big warm up as we head to the middle of the week and really through the rest of the work week as well, even for Bayside and coastal locations. So here's the big picture perspective. Those offshore winds are going to be picking up beginning tomorrow. In fact, overnight tonight for the North Bay and off to our east in the Central Valley, those winds are going to be accelerating. Wind advisory for the North Bay from just after midnight until just before noon tomorrow. As we wind the clock forward, the area of high pressure, the big hill of air in the atmosphere that's going to be helping to squeeze the atmosphere and produce those gusty winds, it's going to shift around a little bit. The squeeze in the atmosphere should lessen by Thursday and Friday, so the winds won't be as strong, but temperatures are still going to be well above normal through the rest of the work week. Let's zoom in for a closer look, not just at the winds, but also the humidity levels. And right now, those humidity levels are pretty low in the Diablo range, and especially through the Central Valley. So we head towards tomorrow morning, those numbers will be low, but when the winds are at the strongest, the humidity is going to be critically low. So that lack of overlap between the strongest winds and the lowest humidity, combined with the fact that we had so much rain over the weekend, is really going to help to mitigate the fire threat. When the winds are at their lowest tomorrow afternoon, the winds won't be as strong. And by the time those winds start to die down to a greater extent Thursday afternoon, well, the lowest humidity levels at that point won't be as impactful. You see the wind arrows not moving as quickly there in the background. For now, well, things are looking just fine out there. As we look outside and check our current temperatures, we are looking to the north towards the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s, anywhere from 63 in San Francisco to 74 degrees in Concord and Santa Rosa. All those numbers very close to what is normal for early May. But the above normal temperatures start to kick in as we head into tomorrow. We start off pretty close to average in the mid to upper 40s and low 50s by early Wednesday morning, but then temperatures are going to climb, running several degrees above normal, anywhere from 6 to 12 degrees above normal inland, but a good 13, 14 degrees above average in both San Francisco and in Oakland. A little taste of summertime here in early May. Let's zoom in for a closer look. Even along the coast, where temperatures have been upper 50s to near 60 for the past few weeks, you're going to hit the upper 60s already tomorrow, near 80 down the peninsula and into the low 80s in the Santa Clara Valley. Also a mix of upper 70s and low 80s inland in the East Bay. Those numbers maybe not quite as far above average, but still toasty for early May. You're not done warming up. The peak temperatures won't arrive until Thursday and Friday. 70s and 80s around the Bay and into the North Bay as well. Temperatures close to 80 degrees, even with the cooler start around Petaluma, and temperatures to our north reaching up into the mid-80s already around Windsor. 7-day forecast shows temperatures peaking around the Bay on Thursday into the low 80s, even in San Francisco. We're going to go for it. Forecast that high temperature of 81, which is not record setting. The record in the city on Thursday is 91, so we're going to fall a good 10 degrees short of that. Temperatures inland will continue to run very warm through the end of the work week on Friday, mid to upper 80s in the North Bay and in the Santa Clara Valley, and then backing down a little bit as we head through the weekend, but still above normal temperatures, at least a couple degrees above average as we head into early next week. The fog, the low cloud cover along the coast, that's going to return to at least some extent beginning Thursday night into early Friday morning, but even coastal parts of the Bay Area, once you cool off, you're only going to drop down to near normal temperatures by the second half of the weekend and into next week. Hard to complain about normal temperatures as we head towards the middle of May. So those gusty winds, something that we're going to continue to monitor as we head through the next couple of days. But again, the bad news with the weekend rainfall was that it rained on the weekend. The good news is that it added all that moisture to the fire fuel, so that keeps us out of that critical fire threat, even with the gusty offshore winds. Guys?
All right, we'll take every drop we can get. All right, thank you, Paul.